It's so much worse though.
And y'all were like, the Biden administration is so boring.
It's so much worse now though.
It is.
I don't. And this is something that I'd rather spend talking on to protest and to riot.
Right.
But this Alejo Garcia shit.
Mm-hmm.
I got so much smoke for that because that is the epitome of why I hate how certain things go in America and how you can push certain narratives in America these days. That situation as a whole is one of the most, I mean, and that's before we even get to the kids and the cancer shit.
Right.
The American citizen kids.
Yeah.
But
I know we're going to talk about it, but
yeah,
I just want to briefly say, is this a situation where we're picking and choosing when we want to be a constitutionalist?
Yes.
Okay.
This is literally where we're at right now.
Okay.
No advance about it.
Because you know, the gaslight has been going on for decades, right? You know, the Federalist Society, you know, conservatives talking about, hey, like, you know.
I can't keep my women in check if I don't gaslight them. Shout out, we're all American bitches. Call a spade. Gaslighting me is how you keep me in check. Good job.
Yeah, the Jedi mind trick is working.
It's working. And he is not the conservatives we are looking for.
No. This is not your uncle's conservatives. This is not Reagan's conservatives. This is Donald Trump's conservatives.
Did my phone die? Yes, this is Reagan's
It's most
conservative.
certain.
I ain't let that one. Holy shit, is my phone broke?
Damn.
I dropped it like 3 times, so that's crazy work.
And y'all swear, y'all be right behind. Oh, you know, Air Jordan, man. You know this.
All right,
This
chill
what it.
out.
I know. You know,
Chill out.
I know I'm part of a cult with Apple, but my God,
Better that than
Nope.
other cults. Better the Apple cult than some other cults that don't like to be called cults but are cults.
give me Tim Cook.
Shout out to the pay programming.
If we're drafting Colts, give me Tim Cook. Give me
Yeah, but you also got to take Nick Fuentes
Okay.
and Myron Gaines,
Who's that?
the Fresh and Fit, the guy.
That's right. Oh my, yeah.
The guy that looks like Timon from
The-
Lion King
The FBI agent.
that wants to be white so bad.
He I don't think he's a person.
No, he's a real person.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Definitely a real person. Good luck. You gotta take him too.
Shout out to his parents.
The Arabs?
No, whoever they are. Whoever they are, man. Y'all raised a fine young man.
You raised a something.
Yeah. Pause.
You definitely raised a something.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get to the sin of the day and woe of the week. Sin of the day. Sin of the day is how much I want to. How big my urge is to start the fire. And it's bad because I was talking to the cigar shop owner and one of his employees the other day. And I was talking about, I hate going upstairs with the cigar shop because the old heads don't like to listen to anything that a young guy says. And I'm super pro, like, I ain't an expert on anything and I'm always willing to listen to what you got to say.
Right.
But, like, you got to be the same way. I got my opinion, you got your opinion. We need to be able to exchange opinions. If you're telling me everything that comes out of my mouth is wrong just because you're older than me, we ain't got shit to talk about.
Yep. Okay. Well, elaborate on that a little bit. Like, what do they disagree with? What are you talking about that they disagree with?
If I went in there and was like, you guys want to talk about why Biggie and Tupac ain't in the top 5 rappers of all time?
Anymore?
And why the Air Force is the best military branch? I would stir chaos.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
And I was telling them that I wanted to do that. That I wanted to go upstairs and just do that.
They didn't get the memo.
But they told me, there was like, if you do that, it'll be hell on earth upstairs. I was like, exactly. That's what I'm saying. We can't even have a conversation about that.
You know what it is? I'll tell you exactly what it is.
I'm listening.
It's their generation. It's respectability politics.
Yes.
It's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's actually the most accurate statement you could have said. It's the respectability politics.
My wife and I are married. Sorry, ladies.
Based. That's based. Came out earlier than I thought it would.
It was going newly married. You gonna talk about it, right? You gonna talk about it, right? You gonna show the ring. You go listen. I find myself doing this like I'm like I've never used my left hand a day in my life. Now all of a sudden I'm left-handed. All right, whatever, cool. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's wild. Anyways, right. So I talked to her about this. We talk about this all the time because we're millennials. Mm-hmm. Everybody's millennials in this, and it's just what it is. They're product of. We were told that if we fit in, right, we're more like them, right. And you know who we talking about. Then there's the respectability, right. We'll be accepted. We'll be able to experience the American dream, right.
Correct.
But here's the reality of that, right. All you're doing is going away from all the things that make you who you are. And it's not about being ghetto or going out of your character or making us look bad as a whole, because we are only strong as our weakest link. Let's be honest about that, right? But
shout out Umar Johnson.
Dr. Umar would never agree to that. Maybe he would.
He's our weakest link. Standing on that. But back to what you were saying.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe Candace might have something to say about that.
All right, you know what? Fair enough, because I fucking hate Candace Owens. I hate Candace Owens less because the thing about Candace Owens is now she's like, I didn't vote for this, and it's like, you did.
Yeah.
But and the fact that you didn't see it is your fault. But shout out to you for realizing like you're getting you're getting the reality matched against the dream that you thought you were going to get.
Right, but is she trying to convince me that she's not smart enough for these issues to articulately speak about these issues? Right? No, because I'm tired of being gaslighted by her, right? And I'm tired of being gaslighted by a minority of black folks who are like, yo, I'm starting to get what she's talking about now. I'm like, explain that.
Candace Owens don't like black people. That's my problem with Candace Owens. She keeps telling black women what they should and shouldn't do, and I'm like, but you don't like black people. Everything that you speak, the entire rhetoric that comes out of your mouth screams, I don't like black people.
She doesn't seem a very nice person to be around. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, she can't come to my cookout.
She
can't come to my cookout.
Like, what can we even talk about? Like, I can avoid talking about politics with her, but like, what else can we talk about?
40 acres.
God, don't talk about that. God, she is not for that at all.
No. Not getting 40 acres from the government, having 40 acres because of your white affiliation.
You think she has 40 acres?
Yes. Candace Owens? Absolutely. Because of her white affiliation. Without a question.
Yeah. She didn't get it on her own.
No, she didn't get it on her own.
Okay. Well, so much for pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. And I know that's a whole conversation.
Yeah, ain't it though? But being the Firestarter. I enjoy putting myself in those situations where it's like, all right, how can I trigger as many people as possible by like, and I do that. I can't remember who I was talking to. The other person at the bar. I was at the cigar lounge. I was talking to him, and I was like, yeah, I'm the type of person that like, if I overhear somebody else's conversation, I'm definitely gonna put my input in. Like, no shot I'm missing that opportunity, because then I gotta see where you stand in your arguments, and I gotta see how well you can defend your arguments. That's my big problem about arguing with people today is people don't really have, like, I can back a lot of my arguments with my core level of foundation and morale.
Right.
A lot of people, their morale system and their foundation is inputted by whatever news they consume.
Which is unfortunate, because I don't watch cable news, right? But if I'm being completely honest with you all, I get most of my news from NPR. Right, I'm an NPR boy.
What?
Right?
What do you mean cable news? Because I watch the Congress hearings and stuff. Like when Congress.
You talking about C-SPAN? That's not. Is that cable?
I watch it on it'll be on MSNBC. It'll be on CNN. But I watch when Congress members are in the court hearings and they're talking about why Elon Musk needs to get the fuck out of here, or why Donald Trump is unconstitutional, or why all of these things, and they're all sitting there in the rooms because Elizabeth Warren been shitting lately. She been shitting lately. But when they're all sitting there having these arguments about like why these people need to get the fuck out of here, I'm watching those.
Yeah, no.
'Cause I want to hear what the congressmen are saying about these. So I understand that not everybody's a fucking idiot.
So no, that's like, I would say that's like direct reporting on the news. You're just reporting on what's happening versus like.
Well, it's not a report though. It's the live feed.
Right.